Well, howdy, 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 farmhand. I should have done it. Figured that you'd be out and about again. Where would our little town be without those helping hands fixin' to be so helpful and handy? Especially after that thunderstorm. Oh, bless their hearts, of course. Those Allen twins, but I don't think that they could hit a nail with a truck. Real city slicker types, if you don't mind me rustling some feathers there, I say. They might have spent their whole lives in this here neck of the woods, same as I have, but trust me, they're looking over those hills into the horizon, and they are not looking back. So, of course, when the flood done dead clean knocked over their fence, they'd find you for the job. I just knew they would. Odd birds, Liz and Emma. If you're not careful, they'll call you Huck Finn and have you back on that fence in no time. They live life like it's a month of Sundays. I know those type of gals very well. And trust me when I say that a century ago they would have been called old maids and spinster sorts. My. Just look in wonderment at how far time has marched on. Now we just call 'em Liz and Emma. Of course, they'd still probably be Liz and Emma back there in those days, but you wouldn't exactly be saying them so loud and proud. Of course, when I figured your bleeding heart and this compassion you feel for all mankind would send you over yonder to hear, I done and figured now would be the time to try out my newest recipe for iced sweet tea. I figured it would hit the, Oh, pardon! I didn't mean to stare with such, my intent, and of course by intent I mean, oh, please pardon me. Don't mind, oh my, I'm sweating like a sinner in church, which must mean that you must be absolutely dripping with the, oh gosh, oh heavens to Betsy, I just flew off the handle. I must apologize. I assure you from my cradle to the grave that I am a decent woman. I was once a debutante, don't you know? I can assure you with that accreditation of mine that I'm a classy, sensible sort, but oh, those Allen twins. Oh, those Allen twins. Maybe you should take a break. After all, even the Lord takes a day off, and so do I, and I keep kosher. If the big man in the sky can take off a day, then perhaps you can too every once in a blue moon. It could happen. Besides, I'd hate to put you in a rock in a hard place. I know you love to help the community, and goodness gracious, who would I be to deny those who need the help they so clearly need, let alone deny you just about anything? However, I do believe that you should take care to not provide too much assistance before people begin asking you for the unfavorable sort of favors, just because they know you'd say yes. Where would our little town be without those helping hands fixing to be so helpful and handy indeed? I'm not one to beat around the bush, dear heart, so I'll mosey my way to an answer faster than a hunting dog on a cottontail. I'm trying to do you a favor before anybody gets the wrong idea. I think you should spend a few more afternoons in my neck of the woods if you're planning to spend more hotter than hell days looking, well, I think you understand the insinuations I lay at your feet. Don't get me wrong. This is a haven of a community, a bona fide heaven on earth. I love it to the bone, but for every dependable resident willing to mind their P's and Q's and lend their handiwork to any barn raising or potluck, they're intermingled with the sort notorious for playing possum. They do more for the community if they were actually willing to commit to playing as dead as they say, but that's just hearsay and scuttlebutt, of course. Don't take my word for it. You can ask anybody. Anybody, and everybody knows someone in this community who doesn't pick up the slack as the weakest link in this town's chains. Even you must have someone you resent so greatly, but it's not our way to speak of it so freely. We have standards. Tongues we'd sooner bite in two than truly speak our mind. Even the fact I'm willing to speak about this simple fact now goes against everything I learned to be the proper Southern lady, homemaker and wife, mother if it all goes well. But to see you getting your chain jerked by people who don't even appreciate you, why, that's just something I can't abide by, sugar. You know what they say? Those who bite their tongues in the face of injustice will rest their souls among the devils when they finally split in two. I know. Not as snappy as hell in a handbasket or even as compelling as other phrases. But I can't help but find a tad more truth to it than conceivably being as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room of rocking chairs. They're skittish enough creatures. Now, do I dare say that the Allen twins are incapable of appreciating the work you do in the way that I do? Do I dare state that they're absolute cads? That Emma's not the brightest bird and Lizzie's not so sweet based on the rumors that circulate the streets true? That even if they were commendable images of high Southern society and reputation, that they would be no good to you? In the same way that no commendable woman of those sorts would ever do you any good? Do I dare say it? Do I? No. I don't think I do. No. A lady of my stature, of my impeccable breeding, even implying such declarations to you? Absolutely preposterous. I don't have a clue where you got the idea that I would say such cruel things to begin with. But I suppose I have been talking quite a lot. It's only reasonable that you get stuck on certain phrases and lost on others, especially with a motor mouth like mine. Right? Oh, bless your dear sweetheart. Of course, the sun must not be doing you any favors, and you've been working so hard all day. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't your first break since breakfast, and certainly first drink in that much time, too. I wouldn't be surprised if you got touched with stroke, be it sun or heat. And if that really could be the case, then this could be serious. Dire with it, even. If that truly is the case, and you never take a risk so severe on your own health, mind, and you, then I must say you must simply come home with me and rest for a while. I do have a bed with your name on it, after all. It is my bed, but come now, sweet thing. You take care of everyone. Let me take care of you. At least before anyone else thinks that they have earned the right to steal you away. At least before anyone else thinks they've earned the right to steal you away.